So you're probably wondering, Ezra, where are you? I don't recognize this pen. I recognize the pigeon right there above my hand in the background. But where is this pen? This is the new pen I've been building. And if you follow along on the post I make, you'll know about it some. But this is the new pen. So right now there is 3 nest boxes right here. Down here along the bottom I gotta put another 2x4. And then we'll have another 3 running there. Maybe even 4. And we'll probably run them 3x3 and have 9 there. And whenever I finish that right there, then this will be moved down there. And most of this wall will be nest boxes as well. So we'll probably have at least 15 nest boxes in here. It's a 10x10 pen. And it's got these little boards running along here. I think I'm going to add another place to sit about this high, running all the way down to the other end, about like that. And so, yeah, that's what this one is, and it's got some good tin, and it's got its overlap right there. And then another special feature is right here, right now it's clipped, but you can see this space to this space. I can push this in and put pigeons in here through there, stuff like that. But right now, it's clipped. Currently, this pen is all of my pairs of pigeons. The only one that does not have a pair or a mate is that one right. Well, I hate this camera. It blurs up so much. Okay, let's try something different. You see that pigeon down there on the top bar at the end? All the way at the end, that's the one that doesn't have a mate, so she'll be moving out. But other than that, this pen is all my pairs. You probably remember this pigeon pen. This one is the one that we used to have all our pigeons in. First pigeon pen. Used to be a chicken pen, quail pen. Every bird I've owned, every species of bird I've owned, besides doves, has lived in here. Chickens, ducks, everything. So you can see the pigeons back there behind me. So these two, it's just been so cold they've been sitting together unless they're old enough to be paired up and make a nest. But the one on top of the nest box, he is one from this year, from Captain and $10 Terry. That only one in the frame right now, that black one, right there in the middle of the frame, he is from Captain and $10 Terry as well. And those 2 in the back, right there, those are from Old Red and Cookie. Cookie has got a very expensive background. One of her great grandparents, a couple pigeons up the line, was a pigeon that sold for $3,000. And they lost the pedigrees for her, so I got her and stuffing for free. You're going to be like, well, Ezra, who is that pigeon in the front? And that one, and that one. Those are the ones we bought at Wren in September. He came from Wren, or no, that one came from Wren as a squeaker. It's getting much bigger. That one came from Wren as a squeaker. And that one came from Wren as a squeaker. The one right, well, that one. That one is Escapee in all caps because she escaped. That is Big Black. Oh, wait, no. That is Little Monkey, and that is Big Black. Squeakers look so similar, it's hard to keep track of who's named what, so, yeah. I have a little pigeon app that helps with that, but it's not my favorite. So, coming to the dove pen, up top, we have Al the albino, and then that is Big Boss and Tangy. Or no. Let me get a better look. Here's Uno, one of Big Boss and Tangy's babies. Right there is Juno, one of Big Boss and Tangy's babies. That is Perry the Piebald. The farthest one away from me is Big Boss. The closest one does not have a name. If you have a name for him, comment it down below. But he came from Wren, as well from Al the albino. And then there's Tangy. That one right there. 2 right there is Big Boss and Tangy. Here's Tangy. And she's got 1 egg right now. She just laid it this morning. She'll probably lay another one tomorrow. so far we have went to the shack, which has all of our babies, Dove Tower, which has all of the doves, and the big pen. Since it's so big and encyclopedias are so big, we're going to call it the encyclopedia. Here is Cyclone Dog Pen number 1. We took the tarp off the roof because we weren't using it. And here's Cyclone Dog Pen number 2. This has 13 of the ones from up near the bottom of Tennessee, and 3 that came from Ren. Nothing special going on in the nest box. I need to clean them out. But all that's in the nest box is a bunch of poop, hay, and feathers. So yeah. That's all of the pigeon pens. Let's move on to quail. By the way, this is an update on the whole entire farm, if you read the title, which of course you did, unless you just clicked on it because you like my videos so much. We're just checking up on my critters first, and then I'll show you on everybody else. Most important critters first. Even though doves and pigeons ain't the most important, they're mine. And this is my video, so they're going first. Here they are. There's a little bit of poop on the top because the chicken was sitting up here until I discouraged her not to. I'll pull up top and let you get a better look. That fine wire on the bottom, they do make a mess, but I have cleaned it up before. And I probably will clean it out again very soon. Yes, that is all of the critters I own, and except for a couple little chickens and such. So, moving on to the chickens that I can find, because they all run loose. Here's our pen of extra roosters from last year that will be butchered soon. And yes, Karen, nothing wrong with butchering chickens. First of all the grocery store meat has all sorts of crap in it. Second of all, that's better than these chickens going to the processor and getting all that crap injected in them. Third of all, it's cheaper. Fourth of all, it tastes better. Mom has those little things that I guess she thinks work for eggs. And then an egg and another one. An egg and another one. Another one. And an egg. Yes, those were wooden eggs, not real eggs. Because real eggs would have done froze in all this cold we've had. Nest box and an egg. I really like to lay eggs, but no eggs. Is the second chicken house. Chick, 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 chick. Really, like, why don't you clean out the barn? You're hurting the chickens. They're all on poop. Yeah, but they can get after grass. They're scratching through the rabbit poop where the rabbits spill feed, and so then they don't have to eat as much. And then they're recycling, and that feed is not going to waste. So yeah, they work together. The goats. There is Midnight. He is about as tall as that rung next to the top of the gate over on that end, which is about 4 feet tall, and that's his shoulders. In the barn, we have Bernie, and she's supposed to have babies here pretty soon. There is Sage. And you're probably wondering, well, there's 3 more goats. Wanda, Mary, and that other goat's name. Well, if you know, you know. We got Wanda and her other sister, and they'd been eating hog feed. And her sister got too cold and sick and died. And so we buried her, and then we have Wanda. And Wanda was not supposed to have babies. But we look at the window, and she's got a baby beside her, and a baby laying on the ground. And so we go out there, and we help them, dry them off, stick them under a heat lamp, and so now you're about to see them. Here is Wanda. She's a very big pig, and she likes to eat all the feed. And then her babies are going to be in that corner. You can see him, and I don't know if you can see, but the white one's right there behind me. They like hiding up in this little corner. I am a little bit better, the white one back in there. There's Mary and Salon. I forgot her name. And her chicken. Next up is rabbits, and we got a lot of them. I say their names because there's so many of them, but I'm just going to walk by them all. Babies. Teenagers, I guess. She's got a mid-sized baby. That's her babies that's been weaned off. Easter Bunny. They're like, do you have feed? Do you have feed? Even though they just got fed this morning. rabbits. Now for the guard dogs. These help keep everybody safe. I mean, we can defend ourselves. I mean, we got pew-pews and all that. But they defend the critters because chickens can't tote pew-pews. Judge, you may say, you ain't feed him enough. He could eat a 50-pound sack of dog food in a week and not gain any weight. You can feed him all he wants, he won't gain weight. It's just in his genes. And, I mean, you can see how big he is. He's huge. Friendly as a puppy. And when he puts his paws up as high as he can reach them, he'll reach about 8 foot tall. He's about a year old now. I'm thinking, maybe a year and a half. Here is Zena. She's about 6 or 7 years old, I think. Maybe just 5. I don't know. It's Penny. We milk her and we'll get 3/4 of a gallon of milk every day when we do milk her. And here is her calf. Morrow has a steer now. And we're going to butcher him in about a year. Or take him to the processor. So there's your update on the farm. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Stay safe, but stay redneck. Peace out.